The Shepnaz Podcast begins now.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Shepnaz Podcast. It is a beautiful day here on your favorite day of the week, which is...
Worship Wednesday.
Oh, we got a button. We got a button for it. And we have a very special episode today. Obviously, hi, I'm Zach. I'm here all the time, as is Noah here on every Wednesday. And we are blessed with a special guest. His name is the one, the only Mr. Jared Williamson. Can we give him a round of applause? Welcome, Mr. Williamson.
I'm clapping for myself here.
Yeah, give him a round. Well, welcome to the podcast, bud.
Yeah.
This is your first time?
Yeah.
First podcast ever?
It's so
I
wild.
was saying this before, but yeah, this is my first podcast I've been on.
Well, we are honored that you have chosen to let us be your first podcast.
Well, I feel special that you chose me.
Well, you are special.
You
That's
asked me
why
to
you're
dance.
here. I'll always dance with you, Jared. Meet you on the dance floor, baby. Well, hey, if you have never listened to this podcast before, and Jared, just to welcome you in a little bit, you know, we talk about worship on Wednesdays, hence the name. I know we were very creative with it.
I mean,
Yeah.
and there's alliteration too.
Yes,
So.
what was? Worship Wednesday. Welcome to Worship Wednesday.
But recently, we like to start a little funkier.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Not necessarily worship.
Shaking
Maybe,
it up.
just maybe a little fun, little
Just get to know you.
Yeah.
a 5 minute. I want to know what you would do.
Yeah.
Okay.
In circumstances you will never be in.
Hopefully, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
Lord willing. So we got some good feedback on our last one.
Yeah, we did.
With Pastor Nick and his.
Did a whole survival.
Yeah.
What was the question? It's officially, it was like, if you had to survive off like what's at your
Yeah.
house right now, how long could you survive?
Yeah.
Which that's why.
Forever.
Right. That's why I knew you would be the guy, like for eternity.
Yeah. I mean, I think we probably could.
Yeah.
But that's not the question.
Tell him
We
your
get
answer.
it. You're an outdoor boy. All right, whatever.
What was your answer? 6 months?
6 months max.
It's crazy.
No
talk.
water.
Oh, see, we have water on our property.
Yeah. Exactly.
In like a well?
Yeah.
I do too, but electric.
I told him.
No,
there's-
So we
electric
have
is
like
out.
a legit open well.
Oh, so
like-
you can bucket it out.
Yeah, we could bucket if we had to.
How are you going to purify it?
Fire. You boil the
Yeah,
water.
you
We
boil
talked
it.
about this.
And
Boil.
I also have like
Gonna
a bunch
run-
of filters.
Yeah.
All right, we get it. So we
Noah's
get
just
it. You're
bitter.
a man. Okay.
Noah's bitter that we're gonna survive.
I'm just a boy. Okay.
Yeah, you'll get there one day.
Keep growing, pal.
All right. Anywho,
survive.
Anywho, let's see what you hear about this one.
Okay.
Let's see your filter here.
Oh man, this is gonna be dangerous.
So this is 14 days. 14 days. Just
Okay.
enough for you to die.
Oh, 2 whole weeks.
2 whole weeks without water.
Oh,
Oh, you would die faster than that without water.
probably.
Potentially. But maybe
Not according to this question I found on the internet, which is 100%
We'll just say 14
accurate.
days.
Scientifically.
you're either lost at sea
Okay.
or the Sahara Desert.
Oh dang.
Which one are you choosing and why? So let's say if you're in the water, you get your raft. So kind of like those guys who've been out for like 140 days. They've got their little canteen of water, raft, and maybe just their little survival pack, not much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the Sahara Desert, what do you get? I mean,
You get a camel. Can you give me a camel? Two camel?
You get the same thing pretty much on a life raft, except like you're just like one canteen of little water.
The raft isn't going to do much good.
The raft would be kind of awkward.
Yeah.
That would be.
Right.
So which one are you guys choosing? See your.
I have a gut instinct.
Okay.
And my gut instinct is the raft.
So the sea.
So
The sea. Because, as you mentioned in your statement, many men have lived longer than
Yeah.
14 days out on the ocean. Because there are ways you pray for rain, which is
Rain's the big one, right?
Yeah, and you're not going to
big
get that in the Sahara.
right. Yeah, I mean, there is no water,
Right.
unless you found an oasis.
Or you could be like Bear Grylls and like
Oh yeah, drink your body
Urine?
water.
body water. That's a way better way of saying it.
Drinker, what?
We've all seen the episode, the snake skin. It's brutal.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
I mean,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Bear Grylls, the survival guy who had the show?
No.
You don't even know who that is?
No.
Oh, man. Have you never had a Bear Grylls survival tool?
You say gorilla?
Bear Grylls.
I thought you said gorilla, and I was like, I don't think you know what the Sahara is. I was like, there are not gorillas out there.
Hey, maybe there used to be.
Yeah, you never
I was
know.
like, oh, he does not know what that
Have
is.
you been in the Sahara? I have not.
Clearly not. The Sahara jungle.
Yeah, they're very elusive creatures.
Well, but all of them, but eventually the water, 14 days, it could not rain.
Yeah, I
It
know.
could, yeah.
But depending on what came in the raft, right? So one of the survival ideas is you could evaporate salt water and then
Like distill it, basically.
right.
Yeah.
So if you had a way to do that, if that's
the sun.
with the sun, exactly.
Yeah.
If you had something like a clear plastic or something put over top of it, it evaporates, collects, and then the salt stays in the cup and
Yeah.
the drinking water. So I would choose the raft. I would go raft.
I might too.
I'm going to go raft just for the pure chance of
yeah.
like
A boat,
coming by.
plane.
It's got to be 14 days no matter what.
Oh, okay. So, well, either way,
Oh, well, yeah.
there's still a chance of water and you're surrounded by it.
Right. I'm going that. I'm going.
And I mean, you could potentially fish.
Yeah.
You're going to get some liquid from that.
Yeah.
Either way, you might be drinking your body water.
Right. Either way, it's. I mean, it's gonna
choose C2.
stink regardless.
Yeah. And I'm getting sunburned either way. So.
right.
I'd honestly rather encounter a shark than a snake too.
Yeah.
I think so.
I
don't know.
I disagree with that statement.
Because
I
like
would-
all
no.
those long term videos I see where they're out there for like 100 and
yeah,
200
you're gonna
days,
run into snakes.
A shark does come up and I mean eventually
Like tries to get the
they,
boat.
They hit
Yeah.
they hit you and they kind of circle you.
Right.
But I'd rather encounter that than a snake with any sort of protection.
Yeah, that's true.
And I feel like a shark will kill you a lot faster than a snake. Snake
Maybe.
a snake bite's just going to be, and then you got to sit there and like,
But then you have to figure out the fact that the shark is actually going to hunt you.
Right.
Where the snake probably, unless you just happen upon it, it's not
Right.
coming after you.
yeah, but
it
a
ain't looking to
snake
eat
bite
ya.
is so lame.
How'd it go out?
A snake
bite.
bite, dude.
Just a little snake
just
bite.
run. At least a shark
Just
could like, oh, how'd he die? Shark attack.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's how I want to go.
Apex predator.
yeah,
like-
you couldn't paddle away from a shark.
No.
You could have potentially evaded a snake.
I mean, don't you just punch it in the nose?
That's what I heard. Go for its eyes and its gills.
Yeah.
Ta-ta.
I think I'm just going to be going,
I would punch probably the water.
Just punch the water.
I don't think I think okay. Anywho,
there would go all your body water too.
Yeah, exactly.
oh no,
You're just in trouble.
I wasted my body water.
Oh no!
On the shark.
The darn shark. Oh boy.
Well,
Wasn't there a movie though, like Unbroken
Yep.
or
Yep.
and they experienced like
All of that.
before they went to the Japanese camp.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
like they were in the desert for part of it.
Right.
Well, they
it
were in
all.
the water
Yeah, they're in the water
because the plane crashed.
Yeah.
and then the Japanese got him.
That's
Yeah.
right. I was thinking there was another one too.
They were out
Another
there for
movie
200 days.
where they escaped from like this camp up in like Siberia, basically, and they have to go through. That's the one with the desert. But
Oh wow.
But it's like these survival things, and I'm like,
I don't want to do any of them.
no, people died in the desert.
Right. Yeah. And I feel like that would be brutal.
But you'd lose weight.
I'm probably gonna lose weight either way.
That'd be nice.
There you go.
That could be good.
Yeah. Well, way to look at the upside of it.
10,
Yeah.
10
Silver
pounds coming
lining.
out looking better than ever.
Yeah. Tan. He'd be like nice and skin.
You want to get model ready? Just get abandoned on a boat for 14 days
You get
or in the
sun kissed
desert.
and 10 pounds down.
Yeah,
And,
I mean-
and an experience.
Maybe I do want to get lost in the desert. I don't. None of it.
Well, that's been 10 minutes.
Hey, it's perfect.
All right.
love it.
Well, Jared, I just want to start.
Welcome
Just
to the podcast.
yeah, just maybe give us a little background. Obviously, you're have been in worship ministry, so maybe just give us a background of where you've been, where you are, your ministry journey. What's that looked like for you?
Yeah. I mean, realistic. I mean, if you go back
Take us
eons
back.
ago, I mean, it it was ministry, but I literally started when I was a kid, like a little kid. Yeah. The first time I remember being like on a worship team, that type of thing was in elementary school. We started doing, it was just part of the worship team.
Right.
Before that, it was always just being part of whatever was going on at the church and being
Singing
involved.
along.
Yeah, singing along. And, I've always had a heart for music. And ironically, I don't say I will never, but I've never been someone so far that has written music.
Right.
But I also, on the flip side of it, I feel like that's one of the ways that God speaks to me. And like I open myself up to that.
Yeah.
And I've really it speaks to me like from him, but also just like it puts me in this place where I'm, just getting lost in it. And, but yeah, my worship journey it was when I was a kid, elementary school. And then, that was like kind of learning the basics of, a lot of times the elementary, songs are
right.
a little more like motion driven and
dance this.
And you're like, it's kind of like river pop, like,
right.
but for kids. And, but at the same time, it was understanding the responsibility that went along with it and the preparation. And, even at that young age, I was blessed with great leaders that instilled the elements of like where your heart was at with it.
Yep. That's huge.
Yeah. And it wasn't even, especially at that age, it wasn't like a talent thing,
Right.
like an abilities.
Right.
It was all about just willingness and, just making sure that you love Jesus. And
I honestly think that a lot of like kids, men worship stuff, like, churches that have like dance teams and stuff, like they probably do more preparation than most adult worship bands.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Sure. Practices and learning all that stuff.
Oh, I remember
like,
being at home, like with my tape, be like,
right.
and then like do it again,
100%.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good sound.
I listened to it a lot.
It's tattooed in your brain
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
And I started to interrupt, but good.
No, you're fine. That was then, and then, stayed involved with ministry, and then we moved to Ohio. That was in Virginia. So I was born in Richmond. I was a church kid there. My dad was a pastor. And so went from there to, we moved to Virginia Beach in Chesapeake. So,
Nice.
which was cool. I like that.
Was that dope?
Yeah.
That sounds dope.
That's not my favorite beach in the world,
Right.
but I just love being near water.
Yeah.
Speaking of water,
Hey.
but yeah, there's something special about the beach, and just I'm not the person that likes to go like lay out, but I like to be near the water, and I've had some incredible times, just with God out there, and so we moved there. That's when I was in like elementary, and then just starting into middle school. We'd do stuff at school. So I went to Christian school then, and then we moved to Ohio, summer of 6th grade.
Ooh, that's a tough time.
Yeah, it was
a tough time.
Yeah, but I was in a good place. Like it was, I missed. I was going to move away from. We had family in the area and then friends, but we also were moving somewhere with family here. So
that's a plus.
and that's actually we moved here. That was like a God thing.
Right.
Like we came up to visit my aunt and uncle and cousins, and my mom's always been. So my dad passed away when I was 5. So it's like at this point, it's me, my mom, and my sister.
Right.
And we came up to visit, and she just felt like when we got back, she's like, I feel like we're supposed to move there, and we're like, and she would talk to us about it because like we weren't in a place where we were able to. She didn't have a spouse to be able to share things with.
Right.
So we talked about things as a family all the time. And she just was, praying about it. And we didn't know about this part, but she's like, basically, I'm going to just test the waters and see what God does. So she talked to a realtor. We're just going to put the house on the market. It hadn't even been listed yet. And it was sold that same night.
Oh, wow.
So we were like, I guess we're moving.
Whether we like it or not, it's happening, baby.
Yeah, so it was literally like she was just seeing if that was what God was saying. And so we moved up there. She had gone to school at Regent to get her counseling degree and license for that, her master's in that. And so as we moved to Ohio, she didn't really know what we were going to do, but she was a student at the time anyway, so it wasn't, well, she had finished, but it wasn't really like she was doing her licensure stuff where you have to be supervised.
Right.
So you can kind of get that job anywhere. So she was looking at the licensing requirements, and she actually went and talked to Pastor Huffaker at Grove City, Naz. And so she honestly went to talk to him like, hey, I have this degree, have a heart for ministry, and was just sharing with him like, hey, if this is something that I could be of service to, because there was no like counseling center there or anything. And Pastor Bob, being the guy that he was just like, why don't you start a ministry?
Right.
And she's like, huh? So it ended up being that's what God had opened up the door for. So she ended up being on staff, and so she had a job there and continued her licensure and went down that route. So I moved here in going into seventh grade, and started getting involved. Went to like the public school, which was, you were saying like an awkward time,
Right.
Because these kids had all grown up together.
Yep.
And you're already going into like the middle of middle school. It's not like the first year where everyone's kind of new because you're coming from different elementary schools.
Right.
And so I went to Park Street for about, I don't know, like 3 or 4 weeks. And let's just say it wasn't the best experience.
Yeah.
And so, which was tough. But she was working at the church, and then she found out that basically we could go to the school there. And so I transferred to Grove City Christian, which only went through 8th grade at the time.
Yeah.
And I transferred in there, and I met Joel McNeil. You guys know him. And a plethora of other people. But it's so cool because like he's been such a close friend, and at that time, just meeting people and their families and getting plugged in at the church. So then we're plugged in at school, and then in all the ministry elements as well.
Right.
Like, so we were going to church there and everything.
Yeah,
So-
literally surrounded by it in every facet of your life at that point.
Yeah, my mom works. So like there was no after school care. We lived across the street in Hoover Crossing, so we just I would skateboard back and forth.
Yeah,
and,
man.
Cool kids club. Yeah, because we couldn't drive. So
Yeah.
But yeah, it was an amazing time of getting kind of plugged in, and it pretty much did everything I could. It was like ministry wise it was worship, but it was like I was in the puppet ministry, and I was doing the drama stuff, and then I was doing the music, and then we developed our band, the legendary Skimmy.
Yeah.
And
Skimmy was the name of the band.
yeah, and Rob was my youth pastor. Well, not at first, but we were there when he came there.
Yeah.
And it was really awesome. Like God, that's where I feel like ministry, as like worship ministry, like I took ownership of it.
Right.
Where it wasn't where I was doing what somebody else was dictating. But when we had, I think part of that's just age, but like as you're developing into that and being able to grow into what God has for you, I was like, man, this is where it's at. And I have a mixed background of like denominations. So I grew up, my dad was an Assemblies of God pastor, and then we went to Assemblies of God church all the way until we went to Grove City. But even Grove City, I always say it's like, it's not
Traditional.
yeah, it's not
Nazarene.
traditional. Yeah, like
Yeah.
a traditional
Old
Nazarene.
school Nazarene in the old school Nazarene sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I never wanted to like talk down because everyone, has their own thing.
Yeah.
But it was a great mix for me because I come from such an expressive, like charismatic background.
Right.
And we were free to express that, it's not like people were being slain in the spirit or anything around me,
Right,
but,
right.
but at the same time, it was a really open environment to what God was doing.
Yeah.
And so we had our band, it was a worship band. Like we wrote songs, but they were I didn't write them
really good.
I might add like a line, be like, that doesn't rhyme so good. Let's do this instead.
Which is all you need to get writer credit.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I won't say some names, but so we go through that, and that was all through high school. Like that was a really cool time because we were actually the worship team.
Right.
It wasn't just our band, but like we managed it. We did it all. A lot of times there's like an adult volunteer, and at our time it was just us.
That's huge.
Yeah, we would talk with Rob and be like, if we had to plan the service or how that worked. And then Wes Feldner was in the band as well, and he ended up working on staff there for a while, and continuing down that path. I went away to college. We have kind of all went our separate ways, and then in college, same thing. I went for. I actually got my call to ministry while we were doing a winter retreat. We were the band, like the worship band for a winter retreat, and I was 16, and I was going to be a vet. Like that was, I don't know. I just have a love for animals. And that's where I was going. But God just showed me. He was like, boom, like I've got a plan for you.
Yep.
And I was like, cool. Tell me what it is.
Right.
And I didn't know what it was, but I think part of it was just the fact that when he spoke to me, I was in youth ministry or in a great youth ministry. And so he kind of opened up that door, and he was like,
here's your place to serve.
Go this path.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad I did, because while doing that, I further defined like where my focuses were, and it was in the creative arts, I guess.
Yeah. Well, my friends, you're probably wondering what is happening right now. Why are you interrupting a Worship Wednesday episode? Well, let me tell you, this is a first for us, but we had such an amazing conversation with our friend Jared that we just talked forever, and so much so that we weren't going to fit it into one episode. And so we decided we're going to split this up into a 2-part. And so we're going to leave you hanging a little bit and make you wait until next week to hear the rest of this awesome conversation with Jared. So we hope you're having a great day, man. We hope that this has been inspiring to you, just hearing a real life story of what's going on in the journey of Jared and where it's taken him from when he was a kid to having worship music surrounding his entire life. And we can't wait to hear the rest of this story next week. But we hope you're having a great day, and man, we'd love to help you take your next step. If you have any questions, if you feel like God is tugging on your heart to take your next step, please reach out to us at podcast@shepnaz.org. And we can't wait to hear from you next Wednesday. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.
This podcast is a production of the Shepherd Church of the Nazarene, Gahanna, Ohio. Email to podcast@shepnaz.org and let us know what you think.